So yesterday I was talking about the fact that the top military lawyer for the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff was telling officers that they should retire versus resign over illegal orders. If they felt they got an illegal order, they should retire and take the money and run instead of resign and make a political thing about it. So let's follow up a little bit on that, shall we? Admiral Halsey, who's the U.S. Southcom commander, said he was retiring and retired on December 12th. This was after a history of conflict with Hegseth over what was deemed to be illegal orders, especially with the September 2nd strike, which killed 2 survivors. So he chose to retire, potentially on legal counsel advice to retire. Now, he is available for testimony for hearings, which I hope he gives. Unfortunately, the Senate Republicans right now are trying to block that. I believe they blocked 2 separate moves to get the full release of the September 2nd video. Chuck Grassley, 92 years old, Chuck Grassley, blocked that attempt by Judiciary Democrats to try to get a hearing and to release the video, I believe. So why the hiding? Why the hiding? Why wouldn't you let that out if it was completely within the realms of law? Why would you not declassify that and then push it out like they've done with just about every other strike? Two dozen strikes, they've pushed it out on their social media to show people, like, look how cool we are. And now suddenly they can't show this. So, yeah, there are more questions. They did pass the NDAA, which limited Hegseth's budget by 25%, his travel budget, until he releases the video. So I do expect this to come back around. But if you have a Senate Republican who's on the Judiciary Committee, I would highly recommend you contact them over the holiday break and flood them and say, like, listen, I would really like a hearing on this. And I would like to get Bradley, who's in charge of Southcom or in charge of SOCOM right now and was the JSOC commander on September 2nd. I would like to get Halsey. I would like to get Hegseth. I would like to get Paul Meagher, who is the top military lawyer, a Marine colonel. I would like all of them to get up in front of testimony, in front of the lawmakers and provide testimony on this and say, like, what the hell is going on? And bring this Eric Widmar guy with you. Because Eric Widmar is the Army general that I mentioned yesterday who said, yeah, if you get an illegal order, just retire. Don't cause a fuss. Don't resign and make it political. That motherfucker, I need to see him. I need to see him on a stand. And I think we all do. Because that's not the military. You don't quiet quit and you don't just retire and take the money and run when there are illegal orders. You fix that shit. You fix that shit and you find the people giving illegal orders and you hold them accountable because they are ruining your institution. And if you are a veteran and you have served and sacrificed, you and your family, the institution, the military, is more important than the guy giving you the illegal order, and you do not quietly slink away from that. So we need to address this. Mark Kelly, Veterans House, Democrat DeLuzio, Houlihan, all those folks. There's tons of veterans in the Senate and in the House. And I want to see some Republicans too. Like, do not let the military slide. You served, right? Don Bacon, okay? Those folks. Get out there and raise your fucking voice and talk about this. And talk about this Eric Widmar guy. And talk about these illegal orders. And fix this shit. Set the tone. Do not let the military slide. All right? These individuals need to be addressed and held accountable. Widmar, that guy. We need to talk to him. Okay? It's a holiday break coming up. I don't expect too much, but I would expect this to come back around after the holiday break in January. And it needs to. And if it doesn't, then we need to raise our voices until it does. Between this, Epstein, the economy, ICE, you name it. We've got lots to talk about. And we need to focus on that. Okay? Thanks.